we get lipstick. This nation don't turn BSc, MSc, PhD then. The one they will labour at this country and then same one they spoil this country Big English, big jargon. See them in a parliament, see them in a law court. See them full up now in state house. See them chairman, director. Party supporters. We party supporters. We safe way they suffer. Then why you say now they want them? They want this in a then why ya? Now this with the pan so draw. Politics don't mess with progress as a people. Politics don't put wedge together to the things we hold us together. Hey salute, see how we done deeply divided along politics and party line. So pull the tribal lens come out, put the regional lens come out, pull party lens come out, and when national lens so for let you see waiting at the talk. So big fool, so big fool, and so big fool. This nation no longer act together as one. We common interest don't talk about and cronies of corruption. Every day we holler corruption. We then catch the poor teachers, they put them a cutting fee. We then catch that poor boy, then put on a Fademba road. For the one waiting 100, then say bring 20. 80 left now your hand. We make a papi show. Salon so big fool. Who is fooling who?
Who is fooling who? Good morning and welcome to your program where we call Kol Res right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. So we discuss issue them where the front page of the different newspaper and the Polnado for the morning. Where we can don't watch what's in the paper then say. We can bring people them inside where they can help we follow we discuss the different issues them. So today, of course, we don't come back. We don't know what's in the happen or what we get inside the program. But we'll go first and watch what's in the different paper then say before we come inside with we guests. We're supposed to get 2 guests inside the program today, but now one guest actually the one don't pull out because of emergency. You know, na possibly knocking dodge, but because of emergency, so he pull out. You know, but we get one. What up? The Kol Res this morning, no go. Anyway, no go. The Kol Res this morning, no go, no sign, no go. I'm not saying yesterday you cry, but the Kol Res this morning, no go. That's what I will tell you. Alright, so let me go straight. And first paper now the Equity newspaper where say President Bill urged to declare emergency. Great Askia at the amiably transform SLPHA. And you get do salon big bonds. Read or listen to news. Okay, so we go to the next one where the Standard Times newspaper say 49 Sierra Leoneans arrested in Gambia, prohibited drugs and treason trial, police officer in court. You as well get a Night Watch newspaper being accused of coups and United Voices for Sierra Leone for aiding and abetting. Charles Taylor got 52 years. What about the actual perpetrators of today? And you get court-martial hearing continues. 23rd prosecution witness testifies. The next one, the Independent Observer newspaper, police launch major operation against drug cartels. And universities suspend strike action. Ombudsman pays ACC courtesy call. Another story for you inside this edition. New Age newspaper, SLRSA fails to account for over 5.7 billion leones and is a philanthropist, a caring man, and a thoughtful politician. Seasoned SLPP journalist outlines qualities of Musa Tarawale, and Sierra Leone to host ECOWAS Telecoms Conference. NACID, Ministry of Finance, launch Citizens Budget 2024. The next one, the Indigenous newspaper say NACSA signed $2.9 million Wakala investment fund agreement with Apex Bank. SLCB makes 119 billion Leone's profit in 2022, 5 billion Ramadan wall of fortune promotion launched by Africell. And the other one, the Premier News will say Sierra Leone promotes alternatives to single-use plastic. And the president unveiled fish canning factory. And Sierra Leone stands with Palestine. Sierra Leone, Iran call for broaden economic ties. The next one we get inside the program, now the Africa 24, jobs for graduates. What does government do? MPs plead with U.S. Embassy, 39 bench bars on demolition list. NACSA signed $2.9 million Wakala Investment Fund. And we go to the next one this morning in the Concord Times newspaper. Say IGR declines high cost of internet. SCL boost healthcare with donation of cold chain refrigerators. You as well get a report on even development is leaving the poorest lagging. And you as well get other story there with inside this paper for you this morning at the Concord Times start. The next one, the daybreak. Over the succeeds. Hover who succeeds Madabio. Big tussle in SLPP. Former minister launches Seller Women Organization and Leonco MD, two others make history. The next one, the Gleaner newspaper, Sierra Leone and Algeria commit to promote global peace and cooperation. NATCA to head ECOWAS Telecoms Assembly, and FBC and Columbia Law School poised to develop digital tech startup bill. And the next one, the News Times Daily, launching first sardine factory. President Bio kindles hope for economic growth. And First Lady Dr. Fatima Bio delivers keynote address at Harvard University. You as well get Salon at UN Women Commission meeting. Salon's gender minister articulates progress made on SDGs 5. The next one at the AZ newspaper say UNDP report shows decline in human development for poor countries. China-Sierra Leone relations set example for Africa. Sierra Leone gain momentum with new shareholders despite operational hurdles. And we go to the next paper where the City Hunter say heads may roll, bad management crumbling SLRSA. Parliament resolves to invite MDAs to address Kush. And over 70,000 euro, over 70,000 pounds secret kickback. Former defense minister official convicted. And you as well get the next one at the Provincial Times. Say in McKinney Opredio host U.S. ambassador. Okay, I think the last paper that's where we get inside the program this morning. Of course, we'll take a break and then we'll come with we guests inside the program so that we can discuss the different issues them we don't hear like all the time. We actually not can discuss all of the issue them, but we can take the one that we very much important for you.
This song come up from Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It is dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, Weird.
Yeah, made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy Pekin.
It's your never time to see the ball. Daily days 091. Yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah.
Come on. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they part no tribalism.
This now we hard, don't can now we land. So la we all and fine. This now we hard, don't can now we land. So la we all and fine. Who know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. We know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. Go tell the brother sister them say we are don't come
Oh, we are now we are.
Tell her for me say we are don't come
Oh, we are now we are. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix our politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they part no tribalism.
Big respect to the one who will make Weird team up strong one. Especially to you, by Bure Kablai from the north. And to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. And me Amina, happy birthday in advance to you, by Bure Kablai from the north. You celebrate your birthday January. Happy birthday in advance to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. You celebrate your birthday December. This organization, the 3 years, December 2022. We tell members them all over the world, thank you. Yeah.
We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they part no tribalism. Let me tell you, wait till we are gonna do for me. Ain't no change life inside the world country. Number one, in the PB poor. They build outreach for the affected members for the flooding. Number two, in the pay school fees. For the one the way them people them equals alone disaster. The people them. We are don't come for everybody in this country. They know they for politics, neither tribalism. We are the organization. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they mix my politics.
All right, welcome back, and from that break the way we be asked for, and we don't get one of the guests. Well, interesting. The producer don't say when he gets another person, we can join we in the program later on. So that's not a bad thing, a good one as well. But for now, we get one of the one of the let's I will say or household name. Inside this particular Kol Res program, the person this way can give you analysis. I see him, no get left, no get right. I see him and say the go. Sometimes they una can jump and say yes. Sometimes they una can say oh no, not so but that's what in there. Now your system down the idea that's what they not the bend, not the right. Idea straight like way. Anyway, in him na feel us, Sir Bender. they join me inside the program this morning. Good morning.
Yes, so good morning, fam with them, una ado, it's been a while.
All right, thank you for joining me. Indeed, it don't take small no hearing from you, but thank God today we don't get to you, and you don't come the time we actually want for come and discuss several other issues that way don't they happen inside the country. So, thank you for joining me this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
All right. So in there on the WhatsApp, if for join on the on Zoom, because now the internet really slow, and Zoom they take some amount of data fast. So and we go straight and begin look at several issues them way we don't come. Let's see the first thing where we consider for the development. Sardine factory, the president don't open the new first sardine factory inside the country. We don't see other factory them then they open small one, but at some point we not hear anything about that. So tell me, this one very good news, right?
Well, yes, I will call them a positive development because if Sierra Leone able for go before and reduce the level of imports, we get to really get for your local industries them for produce most of the things they were with the imports. So sardine, I don't know what's why if they on the priority. Because of course, not to all man they afford sardine right now because of the cost. Sardine be very reasonable, but now for buying sardine is about 20,000 liros or 20 liros. So not to all man able to afford them. So I don't know now if we look at products go match up with the price of the imported products. And so we therefore know, and whether we look at products go able to flood the markets and even go beyond Sierra Leone borders, so that at least we will say bye-bye to importation of things like sardine. So the president himself was there to launch the factory and the production as well. So we say it's a laudable achievement. We hope for say it go create the desired impact, because according to what it's the first sardine factory in the region, if not Africa, as a whole. So it's a good one. So let's hope and see that it does not only bring down the price of sardine, but it also creates sustainable jobs, and it also able for produce quality sardine. Because really, as a matter of fact, over the years, we found out say most of the fish they use for those sardine now from Africa and Sierra Leone inclusive, whether they can take their egg fish than they, because the egg fish they use, because sardine you get your special brand of fish. So most of them now from here they can't take them. So if we say able now for do with fishing here, they will do with production here, I think that is laudable enough. But what we worry about now sustainability and the price. So
that price the way you talk about, so Theophilos, we don't see different factory the way they produce things them. For example, where they produce drink. The drink the way they produce inside the country, they compete with the same price, if not expensive, past the one they win at the imported drink, at some point. We don't see other things them. Look the other time, the juice, where they produce, where we get mango and other things them, even expensive past the imported juice. So how we gonna know say this one go cheaper past the imported one them as well?
Well, it's very easy to know, because what I know is that once the sardine don't reach the shops them, they will always sell them at the same price with the sepia, with the other brand of sardines there where we don't use for over the years. But if they do that, then I tell you, plenty of people will prefer the imported sepia sardine than the Sapco sardine. Because one, like I stated earlier, quality guaranteed, nothing were very important. We don't see where they go buy sardine for people them if it is not sepia, which is the most popular sardine in the country, which is imported. If it's not sepia, the person will tell you say, go count sepia. Because once sepia gets plenty fish inside, then the quality is guaranteed, according to what plenty people they say. Because we say they eat sardine, but nowadays now seldomly, for obvious reasons. So if the price, now make I say, the key concern now sustainability and the price. If the price they compete with the imported sardine, then be rest assured that that company it will struggle for survive. So they have to bring down their own product by at least 5 loans difference from the imported one, because given the level of poverty in the country, people would prefer to go for something cheaper but with high quality.
And you don't see the cheaper now one, but you as well don't talk about value for money. In as much as it go cheaper 5 leon than the other one, then but if you not get what it take, then people will still avoid them.
Well, obviously, if in America say, the price and then the quality. If the quality is not good, some people will not mind the price. They will go for the higher price and then get the desired quality taste what they need. So it's all at the disadvantage of the company if they decide for mature, because when you come into a business, if you create enough attraction, you need to come in an established business with a bank. You come in with your attraction, and the only attraction here now the price and the quality of the product. So if they miss out from that to there, then they have lost it. They can as well close up and go wherever they want to go.
Okay.
And
so
it's foreign owned, actually. It's foreign owned. It's not owned by Sierra Leoneans. As I say now, the Lebanese, I think, stay there now.
Okay. So that na the normal thing. Normal business that.
Yeah.
All right.
Because na massive investment, na huge investment to come in with those gadgets, for can assemble them, and for make sure say they are maintained regularly, for ensure say there is no rust, there is no decontamination to the sardine product. I think say they get a lot of overhead cost for handle, which is why most time they not can decide for go cheap, they can decide for go high.
All right.
And if they go high, and that is for them, not for us.
All right. So let's take you to another thing. And before I talk about this thing, no way, not the way we go for balance, this particular word. Under the last government, under harnessed by Kurma, it's a plan for run the country like business, right?
100%.
Okay.
That's it, 100%.
And we see the kind of corruption and other things them way can take place inside the under that particular regime there. Now we get this new government. It say human capital development. That are the people they say that are the most valuable asset. With this one, we don't see another very, very, very embarrassing thing that happen right now. Kush. Now Kush not only they unbug the young people inside the country, they don't they export them to Gambia, as Gambia alleged inside one video. So this paper, when at the Standard Times newspaper, say 49 Sierra Leoneans arrested in Gambia, prohibited drugs. What do you take on this?
Yes. So in the first place, it's a shame that Sierra Leone don't become a conduit for the smuggling of narcotics within the sub-region. And it's a very serious matter because it paints the country in very bad light internationally. So listen to that video there, where the MP they state categorically, with all evidences at hand, that the Kush where they get to Gambia is coming straight from Sierra Leone. And even for Liberia, fingers are pointed at Sierra Leone. For say Sierra Leone, na in the gateway for Kush for entering Liberia. Right? I know you get that from Guinea. But what's important is that Kush has become so much of an issue to an extent that, one, the government, they don't set up a cabinet committee headed by the Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge. But from when they set up that committee there, we don't see they do anything. We don't see that committee do anything. They will also see the appointment of the former immigration boss, Sakai Kai, as the head of the drugs control agency. They said that they struggle with personnel, they struggle with logistics, they struggle with finances. And now we see the House of Parliament don't come out strongly for urge the government for pass a state of emergency on Kush. So that is currently on the table, and we hope say the government will do the needful for let this be done. It's an embarrassing situation that's under a new direction.
For past states of emergency, whose impact will it go create? Because if they're not able to do anything right now for tackle them, what in the state of emergency will do for cushion that? Because we not even know it.
Well, the state of emergency will get terms and references. For instance, why the state of emergency? What they want to achieve at the end of the day? So they will put together a detailed document for put a ban, complete ban on the selling and importing of Kush into the country. But not only that, because you cannot say the boys them, they even improvise. You get the real Kush, you get the improvised Kush. The improvised Kush, now the one where they use diamond bone and the chemical where they use for embalm dead body. I don't have to call them again. I don't forget the name. The name will come to my mind as I go. But then they use that for now. If I say they develop that sofut, and the sofut, the reason they develop the sofut, even diamond, where they apply that chemical lip pan for let the body not spoil, then they pierce under in foot. It appears under in foot for let the water waste off. So again, they call it formalin. Formalin. So when you grind the butterman bone, you apply formalin powder, you smoke them, right? The formalin, when you don't use them, it produce water within the system, and that water they is not supposed to stay in the system, whether person they alive or dead. Another person died, they apply formalin powder, they pierce a foot under, so there will be leakage of the water. So the people now where they use that Kush, that improvised Kush with the formalin, then they don't get no exits for let the water go away. So they don't make it say they can scratch plenty, and the moment you scratch, you wound small. That small wound where they wound, now they develop into the massive foot. And that small wound there, when we go to massive foot, now it will be the outlet for letting formalin water go away. And that outlet there, it never ever heal because now permanent, excretion of waste water from the system. So if government now they can't do a state of emergency, and by the way, it's going to be very embarrassing that under a new direction, what would they expect to say everything will be positive, but they can get a very damning Kush emergency. You know, today when some of you they talk about marijuana, people don't see it. People saw it as the major problem. Now the major problem is here, which is Kush, and now nobody is talking anymore about the ganja. Nobody is talking about that anymore. Everybody is talking about Kush, because we now know for say Kush is the real devil, and that the ganja was just being unnecessarily demonized.
All right. So the government they try for make where we get some investors the way for can with just the word emergency on Kush, it will get negative impact on the economy as well, right?
Well, yes and no. I will say because I don't know how much investment the government have put into the Kush fight, right? But what I know is that this Kush thing will become a menace. I don't think say it will get direct impact on the economy of the state. What I not say it will get impact on now the social outlook of the country. That Sierra Leone has become one of those countries where drugs, especially Kush, has become so much of an issue that the government has been left with no option but to declare a state of emergency. And declaring a state of emergency again, it always gets a time frame. You forget a time frame because a state of emergency cannot span for as long as unnecessary. It has to be necessary, it has to be targeted, and it has to be result-oriented. So that is it. And it has to go through Parliament, and it has to be declared by State House.
Okay. So let me move it away from that one quickly, and let me take the other paper, where now the Premier News paper. And this now waiting the Premier News newspaper say, it say Sierra Leone stands with Palestine. So this now Sierra Leone Palestine, at this time Sierra Leone they stand with Palestine just around the same time where they actually lobby with the Israel for let them go get a kind of bilateral relationship. What do you feel say this could mean for the country, for the three countries, them Israel, Sierra Leone, and Palestine?
Okay, well, in the first place, Sierra Leone has no business, publicly saying that they stand with Palestine. Because mind you, Sierra Leone gets a far more robust relationship with Israel than Palestine. I understand, I don't know if it don't happen already, that Israel already gets an embassy here, or they're on the verge of having an embassy here, and Sierra Leone as well be the gravitate towards having an embassy in Israel.
Yes.
But I don't know of Palestine. What did happen at Palestine is so unfortunate, because now people are looking at the fact that Hamas, they go launch an attack in Israel, where kill over 1,300 Israelis. But now they are not looking at where it all started. It's all about where it started. Where it started in the first place, if there had been no illegal occupation of Palestinian land by Israel, I don't see any reason why Palestinians should be protesting to an extent that they go into the rampage for go kill how many people in Israel. And now look at what Israel has done. They have killed in retaliation over 30,000 Palestinians, in the full view of the international community, which is also backing Israel. Because when you talk about the international community, you talk about America, you talk about England, you talk about Germany, you talk about France, you talk about these big nations, most of which are supporting Israel because they have a very strong tie with Israel. But what is happening is unfortunate, and now even Joe Biden, by in 2024 address to State of the Union address, it talks the only way forward now is two-state solution, something where Israel now have to agree with. As far as Israel concerned, they don't want Palestine to exist as a nation, right? So now, or as a state. That is why they feel threatened that if Palestine operates exists as a state, it will be at their own detriment security-wise. But we don't care about that. What is important is that, for example, Sierra Leone is Sierra Leone, Liberia is Liberia, Guinea is Guinea. We all get with common boundaries. So if Palestine and Israel get common boundaries, why is Israel occupying illegally Palestinian land? You don't expect the Palestinians to put their hands between their legs and just say it is okay. No, it is not okay until it is okay. So Israel, for no for say, what is happening to them is all because they are doing things illegally. And when you do things illegally, you will kill 30 of 50,000 Palestinians. But your security is still not guaranteed if you are doing it all wrong.
Okay, so let's watch this other one again. We now the Leone newspaper still on this issue of global peace. You know, Sierra Leone inside the Security Council, and this now waiting the Leone newspaper say. It say Sierra Leone and Algeria commit to promote global peace and cooperation. You take on that, please.
Yes. So well, unfortunately, I don't know the details. Because it's all strange, actually, talking about Algeria. It's all strange. So unless somebody put out the details of the kind of cooperation, where they want to enter into, it will be difficult to comment on.
Okay, so we move away from that one day, since that headline we look at, and then we look at the other issue, the Sierra Leone. This one very much interesting. And I'm pretty sure actually comment on this yet on this platform from where it happened. The AZ newspaper say China Sierra Leone relations set example for Africa, says President Bio.
Okay. Well, again, we don't know exactly whose angle where President Bill come out from for say China set a good example because we never say China and one of the desperado nations them where wants for ensure the economic transformation and economic strength through entering into poor countries like Sierra Leone and can do massive investment in the mining sector, in the infrastructure sector, and all that kind of thing. And by so doing, they strengthen the economy robustly. So, but then one area I think say where President Bill perhaps the focus on the fact say recently China forgive the huge debts owned by Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone owned China plenty debts, but China don't say, okay, we have forgiven your debts. And apart from that, China also they sending a quantum of foodstuffs to help cushion the food security situation in the country. So I think to say that the area where President Biogo they come from, but I don't have the details as published in the newspaper. But if anything to go by, then I think to say because President Biogo was in China and he said he is ready to open more doors to Chinese investors. Even though, for instance, people are now grumbling about the toll gate arrangement. And the toll gate arrangement, President Biogo did not say during the campaign that when he came in power, he can review the toll gate arrangement, that the toll gate arrangement is bad, is this and that. But from where President Bio come, he not talk nothing about the toll gate, and now we see, rather than us talking about review of the toll gate arrangement, we are not talking about review of the price upward, over 100 to 200% increment of the toll gate prices at a time where we should be talking about reviewing the toll gate arrangement. For me, what maybe they expect say President Bio will do now for reduce the toll, not for stop the toll gate, but for reduce, because right now we have three toll gates. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, my man. Not just expectation. Maybe they expect say at least President Bio for not reduce them to 1 or 2 maximum. But maintaining 3 toll gates where it don't offer say in review the toll gate arrangement, that is outright deceitfulness on his part as president of the nation. You don't have to be deceitful. You said that talking.
So what about
when you do the campaign?
What about this? You know, it's like the government of Sierra Leone they play hide and seek with China. When the government of President Bio, before they take over, one of the big projects where they say they not get interest on. Now the issue of Mama airport, two sides say it will left beaucoup debt for we. For that, they balance China and go to the Turkish for the airport now Lunge. And now we don't see again they don't return to China for the Lunge bridge. When about $1 trillion, then they go ask for, according to the information minister. So this now people don't let people with this. Okay, if they been getting Mama airport inside Freetown, we need not for being there for go spend that kind of huge amount of money per bridge again. So what's in exactly who's how we dey? How the country, the government actually they get in focus? How they lead in development plans then?
Well, you see, the government is not getting it so easy with many other countries. So, but one country where they get it so easy with like China, and because China get a huge interest in Sierra Leone. But I make if I say even the battle where they between Leone Rock and this other company for the control of the rail and ports. If I say the government after so much hue and cry, they therefore award the concession to China or to a Chinese company. So that tells you that the Chinese influence in Sierra Leone it don't become so huge that China can get anything they want in Sierra Leone, and that not even America, England, Germany, France go stand the way of China insofar as the influence that Salon is concerned. And the president was invited on a week-long official visit to China, and he stated categorically that he is not afraid to bring in more Chinese investors. So now, talking about the Mama Airport, it was all political. They say, no, we are not going to allow that airport in Mama. It was all political because they say it is coming, it is an initiative by the past regime. We should come up with our own initiative. Now make the call that Suma Airport, whether the Suma Airport, Nalunge, it then become one of the most expensive airports in the African sub-region. Because the guys there are there to make money, and money it is.
All right.
So that is it. So it's nothing good for us as far as we're concerned. When one government not starts one project, the other government will come. Now continuity. Continue that project there. No, don't politicize it. Then now you don't politicize them. Then now you turn to the same China for all kind of supports.
Okay.
Come on. That is hypocrisy.
All right, so we don't get another guest page joining inside the program. Let's just bring a guy inside quick. Well, if you permit me, I will say Pastor Mustafa Kone, there with me inside the program this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, family.
I hope you permit me for say Pastor.
Yes, that's
right.
what I am. Yes.
Okay, so welcome to the program. Actually, this is a traditional question. We don't ask if we don't come before, but I will still ask you. Then I will still take you into waiting, and we other guests on stay inside the program this morning. You know, the program in first of all, na Kol Res. You know, do you always tell us you eat Kol Res?
Every day I eat Kol Res. Every day.
And who's sauce where you like more when you eat Kol Res?
I like them to go soup there.
Okay.
Anything I do soup.
So look, I see the God going. They can't give you this morning. Okay. So I will ask you this question where we ask Theophilus, and on the WhatsApp line we get Theophilus Sabenda. We deal with it don't take me time for when we start the program, and we're not getting the time again. But I'll take you quickly to and I will just get your own view on them things and they. First of all, I want to ask you, the last government under Hannes by Kuma been saying they want to run the country like government, like business, and we see the kind of corruption where we see come under the government, the audit report and evidence, and then the allegation them on several other officials them from this government. And then this government come in and say human capital development, that is to say the most valuable asset for this country now the people, especially the young people. And then with that introduction there, or with that their own project there, we see the young people then divert the whole attention they don't take into drugs. Then go to Pampas Water, then go to Daisy and different other things. Them now, the worst of them, now the issue of Kush, where there will be serious problem to them. And not just stop there, other countries then don't begin point finger per way. Like Gambia don't arrest 49 salon people then where they say, then put the hand on drugs, this Kush, then they export them now to Gambia. Liberia as well, according to Theophilus, say, don't they point finger per way. What do you take on this?
The Kush fight, I want seriously say, without no reservation, that I don't think this government is serious for Fed Kush. They're not serious. Now, just like how they can do normal part of other team, they make like say they're serious. Just like how they make corruption, like say they're serious for FETAM, but they need FETAM. They're selective. Kush, if you want Fed Kush, I don't say not all the man in a street or the one reseller. Attack the supply chain. There is a supply chain. When drug they can, there is a supply chain. Somebody they where they import them. Now that research they force you to make. Let you know how the thing they enter inside the country. Because no can enter, you can't begin all the final consumer. If you own the final consumer, where they consume them and the way they sell them, the problem they don't. But we start from the supply chain. Take can down.
But other people will get argument where they go put so like Theophilus don't explain to you something just not say okay wait to the one way then they import now one. But what about the one way then they make inside the country where then they use that thing where they use for embalm diamond body and then they use the diamond bone and that then they cause the so food when I now don't be the biggest problem right now inside the country. How about that? When I inside the country, the young man themselves they make them.
Well, in that case where they get the materials them way they use inside the country for making anything they what they misuse because the materials they use in the wrong way. That's when I misuse and abuse of the material and they therefore monitor that situation they. In that particular case, then they go after the people them where they really sell them, where they make them and sell them. That the one a local one. They go after the one where they make them and sell them. But the one where they come, when I import them, I think the supply chain are the Now the first cipher where they come.
Okay.
You know?
And if you don't talk about the one that they make, I think this just don't come to my attention just now, where the way you talk. You know, the formalin way that they talk about so, it very much, now then, funeral home then they use them. Or
Yes.
the mortuary them, now put on that way. Now then they use
Yes.
them. So, what about if they monitor them? You go back to the government because then people here nothing and the way Famicino they sell, nothing and the way they not just they sell to ordinary person because nobody no need them for go do funeral home men. Now just not funeral home.
No.
So the funeral home themselves get responsibility and then get a role for play.
Yes. Then get responsibility. The one they use that. How will they manage commodity? Because it is now being misused.
Mm-hmm.
How will they manage commodity? Don't I think the cemetery they forget security, they forget tight security. Security they forget the cemetery for because they say they go dig bones them. I don't know how true is that, but I don't see. They say they go take bones them and do all them
Yes,
very
yes.
mysterious stuff they did, you know.
Yes.
So all those monitoring for their in place. And I think say they get a drug agency where government, I believe the government they support with finance.
So before you can tell me about that drug agency, they say they handicap. They don't get support, they don't get equipment, they don't get staff.
Oh, okay.
It's very much
Okay,
handicap.
money
They
not
not just the name no more.
Oh, money not there. That's now that problem. That's now that big problem because if you get an agency for support the agency with the resources where they need, drug fighting they need resources. Although you know most of the time we go out and beg for the wrong things them. You know, we beg for things that we go benefit we go benefit people and personally. We know the how country they way actually we not get the finances. I think we could call other people and for help we get experience and we know but we know but fighting drugs for help we financially for pour money to them drug agency. Provided corruption or kinds again. Because me anything we're talking about salon, I can look at the corruption side. Corruption are the biggest problem we'll get.
Okay.
You see? Yeah.
All right, so let's touch on one last thing where we don't talk about the bad part of the country. Let's talk about one good thing where the government just pulled Nado. These 2 days yesterday, they pulled Nado, you know, the sardine factory. And the way a lot of people are very much happy about that sardine factory. What do you take on that?
Oh, na good development. Na very good development. If na 50 jobs they create, na big thing that one day. But waiting on me they say, let government encourage, let government not tax them too much. Then not look say, oh, they are not begin make money for begin impose but put taxes. If you left to me 1 grain, then can industry the day, and they forgive tax breaks. They give 1 or 2 years tax breaks. Say, una no pay tax, so that una go use that money there for reinvest back into the business. Then if there is opportunity for soft loan, you can help that kind of businessman in there by giving them soft loan. Loan will get very, very, very low interest, next to 0 interest, so that you go pour more money into the industry and develop them. Because production now we need. Production, now they make like country go before. If we not produce nothing, we money not go value, we not go get economy. Then I want to say again, if God can make we get 14 districts in a salon. If we get factory now, each one of them districts a day, they go face unemployment can down bad one and the economy they go grow. Now good thing and I hope that they say our local investors there, I hope that people locally go look inside for invest by the kind of factory they need. You know, let them open them everywhere in the country so that jobs them go there. That's a good thing. Let them not politicize them, that's a good thing.
Okay, so let me move away from that. And now, at the Kautuna again, Theophilus. The paper where we actually say big tussle in the SLPP. For who that will succeed, Madabio. So, this is a common thing for any political party. And we hear Madabio the other day, they address SLPP MPs then. They tell them, say, they're not for begin look for personal reason, they for look for who that will actually come and defend the party, and who that will actually get the interest of the country. What do you take on this issue of the tussle inside the party? We don't see names, one name don't come up, for example, when Musa Tarawali, where a lot of people the paper them today they will praise them, tomorrow they will slap them, today they will praise them, tomorrow they will slap them. So what do you take? Theophilus. Theophilus, you mic mute. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I want to say hi to the fellow panelists.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
How about you, sir?
I do. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. It's a pleasure. Yeah. So, Boss Ali, you have to do a campus now, please.
Okay, so basically they ask, now Tussle Day for who that could succeed Madabio. And what do you take on that?
Okay, well, it is expected. It's going to be a very sensitive, and we hope so. President Bio no go behave in the same fashion way Alex Koma behave, because the way Koma behave, I mean, people there for campaign, they spend so much money, they go to McKinney, hoping that they will go into election. All of a sudden, President Koma go appoint the flag bearer, and he not stop there, he also appoints the running mates. So that will show completely what's that it will show the direction where the APC for go had they won the election. So definitely Alex Koma was going to be the man in charge, I mean, at the background.
But we don't see Madabio actually don't begin display that kind of traits there. For example, in the selection of the Freetown mayoral candidate, Gento, it's supposed to be say any position where they want for put person is supposed to be competition. But now only Freetown they not do competition. All side they do primaries for. But Gento they just appoint them. The first lady first come up with a name and then endorsed by the vice president and the president.
Okay. Well, of course, Gento will be the first lady in candidate, and so all the other players, them, including the president, the vice president, they all play along.
So how sure we could be say? How sure it could be say when we go to the flag bearer for Uda for succeed Madabio, we not go see that same thing they happen, because now Umo don't begin go and say Madabio don't begin prepare David Senge for imposition. And then Kanda Yunke last day at the church line. Now we don't see Musa Tawali in him the camp. How sure we could be? How sure we could be say they're not going to actually do the same thing like Gento in your case?
Yeah, so it could be a major blunder on the part of President Bio for even attempts for do anything like that, because you remember during the campaign, where even Fitzai and Escoma, he said if you not pull up power with politics, if you not stop for the medal, if in a statesman, let it go to the sample. If you be like a big man, we go treat it like a big man. If you be like a bobo, we go treat it like a bobo. That's how we had President Bio saying that categorically. So we hope say President Biosef, after in time, he will stay off with politics completely. Both internal and external. When I say internal, within the party structure, externally, within the national context. So, if President Bio attempts for impose anybody on SLPP, it will be fine and bad for the party, because it will make them win.
So let's put this thing to you, Theophilus. Just after we declare Madabio as the president for the second term, Prince Arden, when in chairman, actually say, SLPP, as SLPP don't see also, elect na Chrisman, they appoint, and they beat, the opposition. He talked that one day. But be the one that was said and they come out. Then recently, Madabio don't tell we say, for win election inside the country, not to by how you popular, not to by how you do good thing where you do in a government, not to by the number, but rather you get for do extra thing for let you make sure say you win election, because waiting you vote, waiting people and vote for, not to in the call at the end of the day. So that not don't speak to you say whether they put post where the people elect or not, then they do extra thing for let them win election.
Well, that is why we have the ongoing peace dialogue committee. We get the tripartite committee, where they try for reform with electoral system. And nothing to say any party go get an easy ride anymore, like what we get so in the past election.
Okay.
Of course, we don't agree from the SFP hierarchy there for say they are going to win the 2028 elections the same way they won the 2023 elections.
Okay.
Well, the unfortunate side of it is that it is going to be much more difficult for one party able to manipulate the ECSL as it happened over the years.
So I wonder how confident you be with that kind of statement.
Well, I am confident.
Because the ECSL from the boss to downward, now the incumbents and they appoint them. So I wonder how that could be.
It is not going to be an easy ride anymore. ECSL need a complete overhaul.
Okay.
They get plenty of people like whether ECSL past how many years they are there, they have seen it all, they are manipulative, they are they don't have to be there. We know them by name. They don't have to be there anymore at ECSL. ECSL for be restructured and election say anybody who is in ECSL, you not get total control of anything.
Right. So the
international community is very serious about this. And I'm sure that it's not going to be an easy ride because as far as the SNP is concerned, they are going to win hands down because they fear losing to the APC because they know what is the repercussion
of losing an election. Okay, hold on, we'll come to you back. Let's come to you, Pastor Kone. Sorry, as I call Pastor Kone, I remember the electoral commissioner in Name Street. All right, so like out you inside the program. You know, Tussle inside the SLPP for who that will succeed Marabi. What can you take?
Me take first of all, me all view will be different from una.
Okay,
me take first of all, now shame on them for thinking about that by now. Shame on SLPP and shame on the political system of the country. Una just done election, not take 1 year it. Una make so many promises. Look at it, they go to the country. Instead of una fix the problems of the country, when I think about the next election. And me believe that politics is about the next generation. Those are the next election. Any politician or political party when they think about the next election, now selfish set of people, they're not patriotic. Because the purpose of politics is not just election. Election are 5% of what politics is. The purpose of politics are for change people in life, for change community in life, for change the country in life. So if you don't win election, the first 2-3 years, focus on doing what you say you go do, develop the country. When the other election time the year, you think about flag bearership. Flag bearership time go reach. We don't reach 1 to 2 years before election. We now face that in the camp. But for now, we now focus on fixing the country. One bag rest, they go 1 million Leones now. Food not day. Think trang about people them. The economy tough. What you know you talk about flag bearer? It shows how insensitive our politicians are.
So
and
the president actually now starts the ball rolling. He called members of parliament.
He's an insensitive man now on patriotism. It should not do that. Fix the problem. They elect you for fix the problem. But for the next election. Now the next generation. Forget about flag bearership. Do 1, 2, 3 years. You got 5 years. Let people say what you don't do say that 3 years. They don't tell you that we don't do what you for do. If you don't do all self, you say, okay, now we don't think about flag bearership. Now they call a patriotic person. Now they call person who not selfish. Now they call person when they think proper. But you just done one. You know even go come and say you don't begin to put out. What's wrong with Sierra Leone? This is the problem with our country. Politics is a game. Politics is for private benefit and not public service. Politics now pressure the people they go for us go play game and gentry. That this particular flag bearership at this point in time when you take 1 year inside power, it's unfortunate, it's disgraceful, and shame upon them. They should not be talking about it. Any serious government, any serious president, when they talk about flag bearer after 1 year or after 6 months in power. Even they got here all day, they can still not compare we and them, but when they compare, For compare, even the coach here all day, like you wait first let the term reach near before they begin for flag leadership. But the first 1 to 2 years, you go see that they put things in place so that we don't talk. But nothing is in place. The country, all things go from bad to worst. Now they improve light, now they improve water, now they rest the gear. They say if una attack down there, una begin talk so we don't go succeed. That is wrong. I don't get no opinion. My opinion on that day is that it's shame on them. My opinion on that day is that they are selfish, they are greedy, and they are corrupt. And they are not thinking about the future generation. They are thinking about the future election. That's my opinion. Politics is about the next generation, not the next election. They are wrong. Think flag day attempt go reach. Now 2020, almost they say 2028 or 29, whatever. Una wait for left 2 years. Then una bring that kind of or wait left 1 year. Una bring that kind of thing they can now. But una work first. Work first, put things in place. Like when they say, oh, this don't be done, this don't be done, this don't be done. Now let's think about who can next. Because we don't see A, B, C, D don't be done. But nothing they not do it when they come. In my opinion, nothing they not do it. Now they begin to say, would I go succeed? That is selfishness. That's why the country don't say they so. Because of that kind of mentality, the mentality of politicians. Greed, big eye. Win election, and that's the NEPA. Win election. But what about the people suffering? What are you doing for them? Greed. So me not get me opinion about that is that they are selfish and they are greedy, and it is wrong.
Theophilos, you hear everything the Pastor Kone say?
I support them 100%. 100%. But we don't see President Bio doing an interview with Leone de France, or I don't know who's that be online, that be video interview. They ask them, they say, you people will be happy. The issue of high cost of living, I think I said it. What did President Bio say? He said with the prices of things going up, I cannot protect the people.
On BBC.
But it means he said it. He cannot protect the people, which means he cannot serve. If you cannot serve, why are you forcing him to serve? To an extent that after your own service now, you are now thinking now about imposing somebody else and making sure that we will win the election at all costs. It is not just about winning an election. It is about being in a position to deliver. We were talking about the new direction. And now 88% of Sierra Leone, as they say, the country is sliding into the wrong direction. It's a shame. It's a big shame, and I support what my colleagues say on the other side, that it is nothing but a total shame, and that the guys are not thinking about Sierra Leone, but about themselves. And selfishness in politics is nothing progressive. But when they say, anybody, when they take advantage of how vulnerable we are, and for clinging on to power unduly for their own selfish desire, posterity go judge.
Okay, and Pastor Kone, I ask you this question, because sorry if I get for put them this way, because I just want to ask you one sensitive question again. Yeah, Pastor Muhammad Kone, if I get it right, you born because when they can ask you this question, they always get this word where then they say. Even when we are aware say, this is very common, even when we are aware say, this person we put and not the deliver, we can always say, hey, I like you brother, bad say, na you brother. Now, you born into the SLPP family, all of the one that will surround you, na SLPP, yeah. You, if I get it right, I don't want to be tribalistic in this case, but you na Mende as well, Muhammad Kone. And you na Southeasterner as well. But you so much the talk is very syllable things, sensible things them about the country, and not about the party where you belong to, or not about the region where you come out. Why you not go with this word say, me border na me border, I like a bad thing na me border?
Because I like the country. Because Salon Day so dear to me. Don't because I dey think critically. Education also degree, But people they get bachelors, masters, PhD, they're stupid. They are not educated. Education, now where you can think for yourself, you get education for you get an independent mind for know what's right and what's wrong, and choose the right thing and left the wrong thing. But if you still cling to your tribe, you cling to your region, you cling to your brother, it means you are not educated, you are illiterate. In another sense, you are not educated. It means that you have problem with the way you think. So me one of the, I will talk say me an educated man in the real sense of the word, that I think properly, I think critically, that I look at things for what they are. I know me not tribalistic. When I be there college, I be there I go I before I come America. When I be there college, I refuse for join one Pujon Students Union. We say all them Pujon, one will come up Pujon for join. Immediately they go introduce me, say, I say, no, I need to join. I say that kind name day, oh, na put say, then so partisan that not only, if you say that if you don't come up Pujon, you know for join them. So then I section, inside section, I say, I no go join. I say, I can't join. I go join Usai all Monday. People from Kenema, Bogue, McKinney, and I can't see that they join. So I don't start this from college days. Push myself out, say, it's about the country. It's about the country. Not about tribe, about other thing. It's unfortunate that we not go where they think so.
I'm not able to imagine waiting at the thing where you go to face right now, including your immediate family, like all of them, if I get it right, now member of the ruling SLPP, your immediate family, your community, and your friend, most of your friends, the way you get, where will not be done sabi. Now, how it like for you?
Well, most of them isolate me. I sabi people within a top position they under. I know they call them for security reasons. But I sabi people right around the corridors of power. Not to 1, not to 2, not to 3, not to 4, not to 5. Some man don't block me. Some man don't block me on WhatsApp or whatever side. Me wife they get pressure past me because I'm wife that they talk to. So which in that man did they pamba? Why they behave so? You know? It is tough, but I don't care. I don't really care. I stand for what I stand for. I stand for what I stand for, and I don't go deviate from this. Because I believe if that country for go before, we forget this kind of mindset like we get. If we develop this kind of mindset, this positive mindset, this mindset when they think about the future generation, this mindset when they think about the country, believe me, that country they go before. One of the problems are the mindset. Positive mind. We need this kind of mindset whereby we need to look at affiliations, but we look at what's in the country go benefit. And they go through a lot, yeah. I don't so many. Some they talk to me pantap one, but Baku they talk to me. Baku they afraid for talk to me. Say if they see that they associate with me, then go say this that. And me now one very unfortunate man that they can say me na SL, me na APC. Then can talk am. So wow, this is not so APC. Don't say APC man back can come back and say me na SLPP. So I can just because of the name. But so long as we have a problem in Sierra Leone, my brother. If we not change the mindset, if we not promote a positive mindset, we get the country at heart, we get the future generation at heart. It go tough for we.
And,
some of who they pray, some of
from
who
what you they say, the one them being talking that way, the one them say we supposed for liberate the country. We don't enlighten, we don't get exposure from the outside world. Now the biggest problem inside the country.
The education don't mean nothing. Them PhD, they all are let them go to where? Because it not help them for think critically. It not help them for think. Now people they know what they go get. They need to think critically. They still inside that group that where they call the Desala Kokumde. That's the unfortunate. The educated elites in Sierra Leone, now they don't pull the country.
So waiting are the way forward out of all of the rubbish there?
The way forward, I can always talk am. If God can make we get somebody where it come with a team, it can for be a long process. Enough for work alone, if you come with a team, it can for be a long, painful process and can salon. And it re-educates our people, educate them and re-educate them over periods. I think that the way forward that one day. It's not gonna be easy, but it's possible. Like the one example, there is a politician in Kenya, Odinga, Oginga. That guy there, he don't stand past 3 terms. It a loss. But it gets his idea, it gets his own philosophy. Where it gets his supporters, it gets his supporters the way they deviate from at 1 or 2 times the ruling party they call and say, but can't join we, can't make alliance with we. We not say you know my way this, he say no, and then they make alliance with an idea we are not believing. I don't believe in an idea. I don't believe in a philosophy. I don't talk against you at some point. Why I go make alliance with you now? It's I go in there so Alexa lost 10. But I go always here all until victory come. When that kind mind day, Saloma not get it.
So we see all of the third force them where we don't they misuse them, they position them. Let's start time. PMDC, we suicide and this one election, then go back to the other side. NGC, C4C. We see as the names, the list they go on and on and on. PDP, we start the ball rolling in the young generation all get sense. PDP, and the UNPP, all of them not they believe, then they contest with another person, but at the end of the day, then they actually merge with them. So
very unfortunate situation. Very unfortunate situation. Very unfortunate situation.
Pastor, I think we need to get another time for talk about several other issues, but we don't go over the time right now.
Yeah, okay.
Theophilus, please unmute your mic. Let's ask you, waiting at the way forward with all of these tears away and Pastor Kone don't highlight, waiting at the way forward.
All right. In the first place, I want to say kudos to Pastor Kone. I admire her so much for encourage and for a sense of nationality, because that's plenty of people that lack sense of patriotism. Plenty of people that lack them, including most of the one them where they occupy high offices in Sierra Leone. Some are more patriotic to empathy than a country, and that is where many times they are getting it wrong. You have to show national patriotism, because that is very crucial. Because even the president, when the president take the oath of office, he said the interest of Sierra Leone above everything else. Everything else. But of course, when they take the oath of office, as soon as they take office, they have become something different. They have forgotten about the oath of office. They are there. Like I say, posterity will always judge people if you violate your oath of office. You hold the Bible, or you hold the Holy Quran, you swear. Then after that, you do the opposite thing. Posterity will judge you. So for me, people like say APC, SLPP, APC as a party, SLPP as a party. Not to them are the problem. It's about the people in those parties. And the key issue is that they lack the sense of, or they lack sincerity of purpose. Sincerity of purpose. For instance, if you don't say new direction, let us have new direction. If you don't say you are going to block all the loopholes, and now those loopholes have become drainages. Are you serious? If you don't say electricity, you say the economy, when you come, in within 3 months' time, you can't change the face of the economy. You can't change the issue of bread and butter. Now things have gotten far worse than they were. Right? It shows that if you don't talk about the toll gate, you say you can't give you the toll gate, and you did nothing about it. You lack sincerity of purpose, and therefore your leadership is deceitful. So for me, because like a pastor they say, oh, somebody should come with your idea, with your team. we have seen over the years that third force will not work in Sierra Leone. We all see PMDC, Charles Magai. We all see NGC, Kande Yumkela. So third force, the space for let third force work as alone is very, 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 very slim. So it's about being sincere with yourself, and then you take your presidency very, very serious. And like I tell you, democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Any one of them three elements that they were missing in any governance structure, that structure is bound to fail because it is not of God. It is of God when it is of the people, by the people, and for the people. So that is what I would say. So it's about sincerity of purpose. For me, the way forward here is just about us, sincerity of purpose, and then we put down this issue of politics. But for me, the way I'm looking at it, democracy seems to have failed us. Because if Maneki does sit down now, the manufacture result, look what happened at Karine. SLPP got 9,000 votes. When ECS said they announced, what did SLPP get? 19,000. We don't see election, they go until 1 o'clock midnight when all of we dip asleep. Is that democracy? No, you can't call it democracy. You have to find another name for it.
Okay.
Right? So for me, that is the problem. We cannot talk about the way forward if we do not review our minds. Now, look, for me, we look forward to this tripartite committee and see which kind of recommendation they're going to come with. Because in the first place, it was a shame that after an election, we get a peace dialogue. Bad precedent.
All right.
Bad precedent.
Okay.
Why should we have a peace dialogue after election where it was clear that something went wrong?
All right.
Come on.
This night program, Kol Res, we had on YouTube and on Facebook. Pastor Kone, I know they ask you any more question for we discuss issue, but the discussion we start this morning not done yet. Actually not done yet. So I don't know if you want to continue for giving you time later on this evening.
Yeah. Today all day, okay. Yes.
Right. So I don't know if that's not the right time. 9 o'clock salon time, 9 o'clock PM salon time, where I think now 4 o'clock to your side.
Yeah, that could be okay.
All right, so we get a time this night, and then we will come and continue the rest of the discussion. Thank you very much. Get yourself a good day to meet again. Theophilus Sabenda, thank you very much, and get a good day, sir.
Oh, thank you. So you see, when you get a pastor and a Rasta man at the podium, you
Yes, I think like pastor. Well, I think it's a good combination. A very, very good combination.
Well, I'm collect myself. We don't condemn myself, collect myself, you know. Now the same God make we all, you know.
Oh yes,
collect myself, you know.
Oh yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you very much, guys.
time.
And I get myself a good day.
All right.
Yes. That's now Pastor Mohammed Kone. And all the way from Zoom, we join we from Zoom, and then you get Theophilus Sabenda, where again household name we always don't do with we inside the program for give your own analysis. Yes. So of course Theophilus just remember with something say this is a combination of two, Rastafarianism and that of the Christianity. They match up together. But wait. Rastafarian they indifferent. They can tend for be, upright, say the truth as it is. And then the pastor as it is now inside the country, not to all pastor upright to bra. Not to all at all. You know the list, we're pretty sure of aware of it they say. We been get with pastor, we imams them as moral guarantors, the way he always stand up. But now they go tell you say, me not to this. If you want to say, Mr. Interreligious Council leader, look at how he been talk na South Africa. Desmond Tutu. He said, no, I am not Desmond Tutu. I am this. They don't deviate from waiting, and most of them speak nothing but politics. So, but we get two honest people that will join inside the program. And I tell you about Theophilus. So they all two can join me and see how best they can put something together. The pastor, in your background different, then Theophilus in your background different, and then when you put 1 plus 1 is equals to 2, half plus half is equals to 1. So now so we go in the program today. I don't know what you wanna get, if na Kol Res or na sorry, if na inside the Kol Res, if it's sour, if it's bitter, if it's sweet, if you get very good taste. I don't know, you left one now for decide. But here again, wait till I get for think about this particular program because yesterday a lot of people they say, Nicole has been this, but still. You will not like and share the program, like and share so more people they watch. We get 533 on YouTube. If all of us share, it means say more people will actually come and view this program before the end of the day. This na program Kol Res. My name na Sempe the Freedom Fighter. Thanks again once more to we guest them. That's what we left for this morning. Thanks to the producer for this program for we put together this in the shortest time. Thank you guys and bye bye.